Hey everybody, welcome back to Junie B. Jones Shipwrecked. And we read chapter 4 last time, and it was all about Junie B. Jones coming home from school and talking to her mom about finding facts about Christopher Columbus, because the teacher, Mr. Scary, said the person that finds the most facts gets to choose their parts first. And Junie B. and her mom went in the corners. So let's see what happens. Oh, and she's in her journal. I can't wait to choose my part in the play. This is going to be the time of my life, I tell you. From Junie B., first grader. P.S. 2 more kids are sick from school today, plus Lenny just went to the nurse. P.S. Again, Sheldon is wearing sandwich bags on his hands today. It is best to keep germs off, I believe. Just then, Mr. Scary finished taking attendance, and he said to put our journals away. As you can see, we're missing 3 more classmates today, he said. It's going to be hard to do a play with so many people absent, but we'll keep our fingers crossed that our classmates will be back in time to participate. Just then, we heard a rustling sound. Sheldon was crossing his fingers inside his sandwich bags. After he got done, he waved to Mr. Scary, very pleasant. Mr. Scary looked at him for a long time. Then he finally waved back. Finally, he stood up and he walked to the board. Boys and girls, I thought it would be fun to base our play on the facts you gathered for homework. He picked up the chalk. If you have a fact that you'd like to share, raise your hand and I will write it on the board. Then, when we've listed all of our facts, we can choose our play parts. Now, who would like to go first? Jose shot his hand in the air, speedy, fast. I have a poem, he said. Then he jumped right up and he started to read. In 1492, Columbus sailed the ocean blue. Nice, Jose. That's a great poem you found. But let's see how many facts we can find there. He wrote them down. Columbus was a sailor. He had 3 ships. He sailed from Spain. The year was 1490. The Pinta and the Santa Maria. Excellent job, Sheldon, said Mr. Scary. He printed the names on the board. Number 5, Nina Pinta on his paper. Columbus sailed across the Atlantic Ocean. He landed on some islands near America, he read. Mr. Scary added the new facts to the list. Number 6, sailed the Atlantic Ocean. Number 7, arrived in islands near America. Okay. Well, thank you again, Sheldon, he said. Now, I think we should let someone else have a... Sheldon interrupted. My Uncle Vern sailed to the island once. He came back with a woman named Bunny. Sheldon kept saying there. Aunt Bunny has tattoos, he said. After that, Mr. Scary hurried to Sheldon's desk and he put him back in his chair. May went next. My fact is about the Mayflower, she said. The Mayflower is a ship that brought the Pilgrims to America. And so I am going to be the Mayflower in the Columbus play because both until over 100 years after Columbus, he said. I know, but both of our names still start with May. Don't you get it? Yes, May, I get it, said Mr. Scary, but we can't change history. So I'm afraid the Mayflower won't be sailing in our Columbus play. May sat down in a huff. Lucille stood right up. My fact is about the Richie Queen of Spain. The Richie Queen of Spain was named Isabella, and she gave Chris the money for the trip. And so I am going to be the Richie Queen Isabella in the play. Whatever. The queen can call him whatever she wants to. She fluffed her hair, and she sat down. That's when I springed up, and I waved my paper. The Santa Maria was a big old tub. Mr. Scary winked at me. Those are outstanding ship facts, Junie B. Great job. He printed them on the board. And guess what? After that, Shirley told him even more ship facts. And so that's how come the whole rest of the morning kept going. Roomwood kept on telling him facts, and Mr. Scary kept writing them down until we told him every fact in the book. And that's when the funnest part of all happened, because Mr. Scary walked around the room and he counted how many facts each of us had listed on our papers. And wait until you hear this. We had a tie. because me and my friend Jose, we both had 18 facts. We jumped out of our seats and gave each other a high five. Then I skipped around my desk very joyful, and I also skipped to the pencil sharpener and back. Mr. Scary came back and shook our hands. He said we could choose our play parts when we came back from lunch, and so meanwhile, we should be thinking about what play part we want. Yeah, I already know what part I want, and it is the best part of all. I am going to keep it a secret until after lunch, and so nobody asks me, and I mean it. After that, I pretended to lock my lips with a make-believe key. You mean you're not even going to tell me? He said, kind of disappointed. I got out my key and unlocked it. Okay, except for I will just tell you and Herb, and that is all. I locked my lips again. Jose frowned. I unlocked my lips one more time, plus also Jose, and that is my final offer, and I mean it. And then Shirley did a big huffy. Fine, okay, and Shirley, I said. That's when Sheldon raised his hand and pointed to himself, and then all the other kids pointed to themselves too. And so that day at lunch, I whispered my secret to everybody in room 1, but that's all. I wonder who she wants to be or what part. Chapter 6 for next time is called Teamwork. All right, everybody. I hope you enjoyed it. See you later.